They are toast, my friends. Who these leftists were caught with proves they're working with the scum of the earth. Ben Markey for the Conservative Tribune reports that this past year has seen a significant rise of violence and radical leftist groups in America, like the so-called anti-fascists of Antifa, who are anarchists with a bend towards socialism and communism as their ultimate goal. They state that while Antifa has largely consigned themselves to joining, disrupting, and hijacking generally peaceful protests, there are worries that the group could evolve into a more serious and dangerous domestic terrorism type of threat. I argue they've already morphed into that. They state here, recall the madness in July as the G20 summit in Hamburg, Germany, which was rocked daily by massive protests and violent fiery riots in the streets by angry leftist groups like Antifa, among others, that were covered by the UK Daily Express. They said it was already known that the American leftist groups had made the journey to Germany to take part in the anti-capitalism festivities while also protesting President Trump. But it now appears that some of them fit a few meetings with actual terrorists into their itinerary as well. They write here, the author Ed Klein dropped this bombshell, shared it with the UK Daily Mail, some astounding information he had uncovered while it'll be in his new book called All Out War, The Plot to Destroy Trump. Now, in the book, Klein claims to have been made aware of a confidential field report by FBI agents that were tasked with surveilling American leftists who had traveled to Germany to take part in the G20 protests and riots. They state here that the agents reportedly discovered that some of these leftists met with members of blank group and blank group. We can't say their names here on YouTube. But one starts with an I and an S, and another one starts with an A and a Q. So you can figure that out. Now, they met with these groups in Hamburg. They write, in particular interest of the FBI was a specific group of leftists from Oakland who, despite their masks, were easily identified by the authorities. He said, quote, there is evidence from informants that he is helping the Oakland group acquire the weapons they are seeking, primarily bomb-making equipment and toxic chemicals and gases. They write, one of the men from Oakland traveled to a country in the Middle East, starts with an S, to meet with a group that starts with an I and an S, for the purpose of training in tactics, but it was thought to be primarily a bonding visit to discuss possible massive attacks in the U.S. So, there you have it. Antifa morphing into a known terrorist group, meeting with them. What are your thoughts? Comment below. Subscribe for updates. If you like what we're doing, give us a thumbs up and share this report.